the voices in my head have just been telling me, lock the doors, go to the back, set it on fire, leave out the back exit with everybody here.
Wait. Oh, hell no.
Episode 12, right? Is it 12?
Yes.
Episode 12. I'm thirsty. Oh, I have been needing this.
Yeah, I've been drinking nothing but water and tea because I'm trying to stop drinking Canada Dry because that's my favorite soda. So.
Oh, that's a soda?
Mm-hmm.
That was just carbonated water.
It's ginger ale.
Oh.
Canada Dry?
Mm-hmm.
You know it's a soda?
Mm-mm.
Really? Yeah, it's my
I'm an
favorite.
American girl. Now let me stop. I don't think I've ever had Canadian Dry.
Really? It's so addictive.
Oh, okay, say less. Listen, I'm doing good with just drinking water.
It's really good.
Okay.
But I said I need to cut back because it's nothing but sugar.
Oh.
High fructose corn syrup. That stuff's in everything.
Listen, because you told me. Okay, we're going to talk about that later. We're just going to talk about that later.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you were talking about wanting this episode to be more fantasy based. So I was trying really, really hard to think of topics of like along the lines of like fantasy, comic books, superpowers, superheroes, that type of thing. And I remember how much you told me you love Greek mythology. So then I was like, ooh, I wonder if that would be a good question. Like, which Greek goddess or god would you want to be?
Ooh,
And there's
that's
a lot
a
of
good
them.
question.
There's a lot of them.
I'm going to go ahead and let you speak your piece. And while you talking, I'm going to listen and also think. Because I did not think about this question. But go ahead, though.
I had to look it up because I wanted to pick a very distinct one, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I kind of forgot her name. I think it's Irene. It's either Eirene or Irene.
That's such a like modern day name, kind of.
I know, Irene. I just feel like it sounds a little basic.
Yeah, like you would think that her name would be something like powerful and like more majestic, like Methuselah. No, let me stop. I'm sorry. I cannot get over that.
No, like there's this one artist I listen to. Her name is Teneriel. Like that sounds like
I've heard of her.
I
love that name.
I love her
It's so
much.
different.
And see, that's more of like a Greek goddess or just a goddess in general. Like Teneriel. Like what? I've literally never heard that before.
Right. That sounds like that. That sounds like she would be the Greek goddess of like water.
She gives very like otherworldly, ethereal, like I don't know, just like she's like a different being from another planet. That's what she gives.
Dang.
So she would be like the perfect representation for that. But I'm like, Irene.
I wish I could be like that.
But I just saw Greek goddess of peace and I was like, yep.
I mean, I get it because like I would think the same thing. Like if I had to give people, you know, their Greek god persona or whatever, I would have picked that for you. Yeah, because you're just so peaceful and just so heavenly and you're just so you know,
I
like
try to be.
Yeah, you're just very, very grounded and just so wholesome.
Well, thanks. I try to be, but
it's hard out here, girl.
oh, it is. I mean, I really just sometimes want to throw away the whole like peace-loving persona and just give into like I feel like my true nature at times, like just raging hellfire.
I was gonna say, you just want to walk into a place and just, okay, I probably shouldn't say that. But just do some damage. just do some damage.
Like
Yes.
I just want to. Yeah.
And we just gonna leave it right there.
Yeah, we just gonna leave it at that.
Because listen,
But
we might lose the 3 viewers that we've been getting. Okay, the goddess of peace.
Yeah.
What about a second choice?
I would probably go with, well, she's not a Greek goddess, but have you ever heard of Ocean?
What?
She's a goddess.
I'm sorry, I kind of blacked out there. You said who?
Her name is Ocean. She's a Yoruba goddess of the Yoruba people.
Okay.
She's like an African goddess. But she's a goddess of beauty and fertility. And
I can see that on you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was just like, I wish she was a Greek goddess, but no, she's like an African goddess. But she would be my second choice for sure, because she's all things like feminine and beauty and fertility and sensuality. And I was like, that sounds awesome.
I mean, but like, does she make people beautiful?
That's a good question.
That was Abraxas. But go ahead. Mm-hmm. He messing with the bottle right there.
I was
But
like,
go
where's the water bottle?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's a good question. Because I heard about her a few years back, and I was like, it would be cool if more people talked about her. And you know, people don't really talk. Are there any Black Greek goddesses? Now that I think about it,
Black?
yeah,
Greek?
like any.
They had some tans going on.
That's not enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
She's really, really gorgeous. Yeah, just think of like beautiful dark skin, like glowing dark skin, long golden dress. She's got like this big giant crown. Like, she's beautiful.
Okay, at first I was imagining Naomi Campbell, and then when you said like the big crown, I immediately thought Cynthia Bailey.
Think more. Wow, Cynthia. I would say think more Lupita Nyong'o. I'd say more. Think about her.
So the goddess of peace and the goddess of beauty and fertility.
Yes, those are the two that I would choose. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Okay. Well, listen. You know I like a little chaos with the K.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
And I kind of like destruction a little bit. Of course, number one would most likely be Poseidon.
I had a feeling one of them was gonna be Poseidon.
Love Poseidon. But then I'm like, you know, we gotta be a little bit more Aries.
That's another good one.
The god of war?
Yeah.
Dude, are you kidding? Like, yes, I want to cause all that destruction. I want to make other people cause all of that chaos. And just sit back and just feed off of it.
Just watch it happen. Just
Right,
watch
like,
it
that's
unfold.
me. I would definitely do that.
I can see that.
Bitches watching this might think, oh, you just like to cause drama and sit back and let it unfold. Listen.
People can misinterpret if they want to. You know what you mean.
Zeus.
I knew it. I had a feeling it was going to be one of the big gods.
I mean, he's the
Like, he's
god.
the god.
But then also on top of that, lightning. Come the fuck through. Please, give me all the, oh my gosh. Oh, I wish I was a god. Ooh, Hades.
Hades.
That's another one. God of the underworld. The gods are dope and everything, but the little side characters to the gods, Medusa.
I loved her in Percy Jackson. She was really cool.
I mean, didn't she die within like the first 5 minutes of being on the screen?
She put up a fight for a little bit, but eventually they like tricked her, and
you know, hour and a half movie. You know,
then they
gotta cut it somehow. Yeah,
they made her turn into stone, which is like, how do you let that happen? Like, that's your ability to put onto other people, and you let it happen to you.
I think it would have been good if they had her as like a reoccurring character, and like in the like a few movies down the line, they had her die by that, because before no one could beat her, they could just barely escape, and then they finally.
They didn't really give her enough time to like shine at all. She was menacing for a bit, a little threatening, and then boom, like she's dead. But the real story of Medusa is actually really sad.
Real messed up.
Like, really sad. When I found out about it, I was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting all that trauma.
And also the real story, she doesn't have snakes as hair. They're locks.
Wow.
She was black.
No,
Locks.
I think I saw somebody on Twitter post like the real true story about Medusa, and how it's crazy how Western media has portrayed her as like this ugly woman with like snakes as hair, but in reality she was just black with locks.
But then when you read it and you're like, wow, she didn't have snakes for hair, she had locks, but also she wasn't running through town just turning men the stone. Like, she was turning the stone, all these men who tried to her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I would do the same damn thing.
I was like, yeah, so she has all the, like, every right. She's justified in every right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, it would be cool if somebody did, like, a new modern age Greek mythology movie. And I wonder what the casting would look like for all the...
Like, live action?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I'm kind of sick of live action right now because I feel like that's all anybody is ever doing nowadays.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious to see what the casting will look like for a live action modern Greek mythology movie.
You know who they have to put in there? Don't be mad at me.
I'm curious.
Don't be mad at me. Vanessa. Hutchins.
Oh, okay.
She's still so beautiful.
Okay, I do think about that one picture of her with the spider aesthetic thing that she had. That's probably my favorite picture of that woman.
Oh
my
yeah,
goodness.
she was for Halloween.
She looks so cool. I was like, whoa, they really did a good job with this costume. I don't know who she was supposed to be, but
a Black Widow. I think.
Was it just a Black Widow? She looked good, whatever she was. I think I could see it.
Those are who I would be if I were
to cast
a Greek god.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't believe in magic. I believe in mysticism. Yeah. Because magic is like, you have to learn that. You're like, it's kind of hard to explain, but to me, mysticism is like all natural. If that makes sense.
It's like an all-natural sort of like, I want to say like an all-natural sort of magic, but...
Pretty much, like, you're not, you're not having to rely on anything. With mysticism, it's like, you just have it. You're born with it.
Oh, so it's like something you inherently have. That's cool.
Next topic, talking about the gods. If you could have any 2 superpowers, what would they be?
So my first one would be regeneration, which it comes in handy. It really comes in handy. And I believe my second one would either telepathy or telekinesis. I don't really know which one I would go for. I'll go with telepathy because I think it would be cool to the whole mind and being able to read what other people are thinking and other people are trying to conjure up. So
right.
I think I'll go with telepathy and regeneration.
Okay.
Because in battles and fights and physical conflicts, you might get your arm chopped off. You might get your head chopped off. Actually, I don't know if it goes for getting decapitated. I think that's like...
I was gonna say
when you're decapitated, that might be it. That's it. But like an arm or a leg or a finger, it comes in handy.
Yeah, because you might be kidnapped or you might need to get out, and the only way to get but if both of your hands are like tied up, how would you like rip off your finger or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just feel like it. I was just like thinking about it, and I was like, I feel like that would come in handy. Being a superhero. Being in fights, battles.
Definitely.
Especially something like really brutal. It's like, you might get your hand chopped off or
even worse, you might get, like blast in the damn stomach and have this side missing, but then that's my regeneration noise. Did it sound like it? I hope it did.
A little bit. No, because when I thought about the regeneration, I thought about JJK because in the series there's something called reverse curse technique, which is pretty similar to regeneration. It's really complicated to explain because there's actually a lot of mathematics that go into it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really hard to explain. But in layman's terms, it's pretty much...
Who's layman?
Like in just simple terms, it's pretty much just like regeneration.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like, who is that? And why did they get the name that term after them?
I know. I think about that. I'm like, what did Layman do? Like,
Right.
did he just couldn't catch on to, like, you know? So people are like trying to sum things up or trying to, like, you know, in simple terms or like in layman's terms.
No, in reality, he probably said basically, and then just said what the fuck he had to say.
Exactly.
See?
Just to get to the point. So Layman was cool. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's good. We're not okay. Okay. Regeneration and telepathy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm not mad at it. Like,
because starfishes, they literally have regeneration. They get an appendage cut off and it grows right back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it grows back a little longer than the rest of their legs, which then they look like awkward starfishes from then on out.
But it's still possible.
But it's still cool that they can do it.
Right. Okay. Calm down, Abraxas.
Oh,
See, that's the shit I'm talking about.
Showing out today.
Gosh. I know, right? Like first the water bottle and then now the light. And it never happens to this light at all.
Wow.
It never happens to any of my lights, actually.
Yeah.
Except for the bathroom. We can talk about that later. But okay, I will say it is an odd pairing, I would say, to have as, you know, two superpowers.
Yeah, they don't really go hand in hand. They don't. But if I had to pick two, I guess I'm not thinking about them going like hand in hand.
Which is fine, because I actually didn't think about that either.
Yeah, I'm just picking like two random ones that I think would be really cool to have.
Yeah,
so.
Like normally when you ask people that question, they say like, oh, I want to, you know, like fly and be invisible.
And those are like the most, I mean, that's cool, invisibility. You know, you can maybe morph into something or like, you know, camouflage or whatever. But I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of boring. And then flying, I'm not going to lie. When I was younger,
man,
I wanted to fly so bad as a child.
Right.
I used to put pillows down on my floor and jump off of my couch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep, I did. Just trying to make something happen.
And that's fine because, you know, we're kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I do that now. And it's,
at least you had a purpose for jumping off your bed because I didn't. Oh, I jumped off that bitch real quick. The top bunk with no pillows. No.
Oh, no, I would make a little fort because I was like, I don't want to crush my ribs. So.
But regeneration and telepathy. Okay, well, listen. Because I thought about it. And I will raise that a little bit.
Okay.
I would want to fly and manipulate matter.
Ooh.
So.
I like that.
Yeah, see, all my characters have superpowers. So that's where I drew, you know.
Inspiration from.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was rough. But I would either do those two, or if I could only have just one, I think I would want to create energy pulses.
What does that do exactly?
Bro, don't ask me that damn question. I don't know.
I would. Okay. I'm curious.
So
that sounds interesting.
Pulses of energy. I'll let you just look it up. Yeah. And I'm gonna give me a refill. Oh, that reminds me of that song. Can I get a ring? Ooh, okay, I'm not gonna do that no more. Oh, shit, that was horrible. Basically, it's almost like energy manipulation.
Ooh.
So yeah, like this girl that I have in my book, she creates pulses of energy.
Right.
And when she uses them, like she's always like throwing them or kicking them out, and they always come out in the form of like a crescent. Like a you know, like like a half moon, but you know, so that's her power.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It says the user can produce a surge of electromagnetic energy which can disrupt all technology nearby.
Okay.
Or is that something different?
Yes and no. Yes. Now for me, you know, for my character, it's just energy, like just, you know, energy within. What they're talking about is kind of more so on the techno side, pretty much. Which, that's another thing. I would like to have techno sorcery. I would definitely do that.
Ooh.
Oh, I would definitely do that.
That sounds interesting.
But thinking about this made me think of another question. aside from Avatar, if you could pick one world to live in, just any animated.
Oh gosh.
Like, what would it be?
Whoa. Definitely not JJK. Oh
You know what? I was thinking about that.
No.
But I was like, it's a lot of shit going on in their world.
I don't want to be a part of the JJK world.
Okay, no, we gonna keep that
jujitsu sorcery is not something you want to be a part of. It's like being a vessel or like a cog in this whole machine, and they use you up, honestly, even after death.
Okay.
So it's not a world you really want to be a part of, unless you just want to put up, a little challenge. You're up for some challenge, sure.
That's like boss level, extremely hard.
Yeah, no, that's not a world I'd want to be a part of. Oh man, let me think. Oh my god, I was gonna say Adventure Time, but then they also went through hell too. I don't know. What about you?
Okay. Listen, you're not gonna know anything that I'm talking about, and that's fine. That's fine. I think the first world that I would definitely want to be a part of is my world. I would definitely, yes. So it's a realm that I made up. Kind of stole the name for something else, but that's okay. It's a realm that I made up, and the realm is filled with, these little islands. It's like a key of islands almost, but I call it the Isles.
Oh, that's pretty.
I know, right?
I like that.
Yep. It's called the Isles. And every island, every major island has a force field over it to protect it from, like outside forces for reasons that I can't talk about right now. But, we can read into that later. And also each main island is watched over by like the head over. It's real dope, okay?
Yeah.
Pink skies, okay? With these beautiful clouds, green grass with yellow tips. Listen,
that's beautiful.
Crossbred animals, legally crossbred animals. Like, that's what I want to do. But then also, there's a show, which I told you about it before, The Legend of Vox Machina.
It's on Netflix, right? Or no, Prime.
Prime, yeah. It's on Prime. They have different realms. But in their world, like, it's mixed with, like, just humans, elves. They have this one race of people called the Asharis, which are pretty much like their version of avatars. Like they can all bend all four elements.
That's cool.
Yeah. A few sub elements like lightning. So yeah, that's completely normal for them. They have, crossbred
animals.
Somewhat, yeah. They have, they have magic. Even though I don't believe in magic, they have all these. You just have to watch the show to get it.
Yeah,
it can be kind of raunchy, but
I gotta get my Prime back. But you just made me think about something when you said Avatar. It's the other Avatar. I think I would like to be a part of Pandora. Like, I think that would be a really cool world to live in.
Really? Girl, the shit that they've been through.
I know. They have been through so much, especially in the second movie. Gosh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they went through.
Oh, it was so good, though.
But the first one is just like, you really got to see the world of Pandora and how beautiful it was, and like the, because they said the director, James Cameron, I guess when he was like 15, he had a dream about this like bioluminescent forest, and then he brought it to life in Avatar, and it's just so beautiful. And then the Na'vi are really cool too, and like their language and like the way that they greet people, and
the way they connect with the planet.
And they connect. Just their love for nature, and like who did they praise? It was Awa.
Yes.
Yeah. I was so obsessed with Avatar when it first came out. I remember that movie got a lot of flack. A lot of people didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of Avatar haters out there. Like, a lot.
I wonder why.
I don't know. But I thought the whole world building of it was really cool. I think James Cameron did. Like, it's crazy to think that's the same man that directed Titanic. And I'm like,
Well, I know that he was wanting to actually do that movie, Avatar. Like, I think right after Titanic.
But they didn't have the technology to do it. Motion capture wasn't like, it wasn't a thing.
That wasn't it.
It wasn't a thing. Like, they didn't have suits with like little tiny balls all over them yet.
Yeah,
That wasn't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, and then I got into like motion cap when it came to that movie because I was like, it's so cool how it's like, you just put on a suit and there's all this technology that goes into it and it comes out.
This stuff.
It's so cool. And then the second one was even better. It's like, because they did it in water, actually. Because the whole movie was centered around water.
Oh, and that water was so clean.
It was beautiful. It looked so real. And I'm just like, yeah. But
and
I
that
think
one girl?
Saraya, the daughter of the
Of the water tribe. I'm sorry.
It's the Metakaina.
I can't think of the name.
Metkaina, I think.
You know the girl with the long hair?
With the braids.
Oh, she was bad.
Yeah, Saraya. That was her name.
Oh, beautiful name.
Yeah.
Okay, it fits her.
Saraya. Yeah, she was gorgeous. She was cool. And then Jake and oh my god, why am I forgetting her name? Neytiri. Yes.
That name sounds so beautiful, but at the same time, it sounds like danger to me.
Oh, because she was
man.
in the second one, like after she lost her son, like oh yeah.
I'm convinced she could have handled everybody else herself.
I'm so happy that she named her kids and she didn't let Jake name the kids because I'm pretty sure he would have given them the most boring generic American.
Oh, we would have got Natalie. We would have got Shane.
Yeah, because what, it's Loak, Nateum, and then Took. That's the little one. Yeah, her full name is something else, but that's what they call her as like nickname. It's Took. Yeah. But I'm glad she named him though.
You know what? It's so funny that you say that because now that I remember that they called her. Listen, every time I fart, I'm gonna just say that. Every single time.
But yeah, I would definitely want to be, I would say first Avatar, because that was more of you getting to see the world and explore it, and you get to see all the different like creatures and animals, and I forgot what some of the animals were called, but they were really, really cool.
Let me ask you a question. Girl, you think you can fight the Slender Man?
What does he do?
Manipulates children into killing people.
I forgot about that.
Allegedly. Just in case he sees this and he want to sue.
Do I think I can fight him?
Mm-hmm. And you gotta remember, those arms.
And those...
Big arms.
Does he have tentacles behind his back, or is that just like a fan art that somebody did?
Pretty much just a fan art, yeah.
Okay, but like the original Slender Man, just tall, lanky dude in a suit. Just
with no face.
No face, just roaming around in the forest looking for kids to manipulate.
Ooh, if that don't sound like a predator.
Oh God, what would you use to combat that? Like,
girl, a long stick. Mm-hmm.
Cause it's like
you need a gun for him.
Cause it's like, what is he? He has to be some sort of entity, some sort of otherworldly being. He's definitely not from here. Do you remember creepypasta? You ever heard of creepypasta?
I don't eat pasta like, every few
Well,
weeks.
it used to, I think it's still around, but it was a website where people would create different, like, monsters and, like, whatever. And somebody created Slender Man on that website back in, like, 2007, 2008.
Really?
Yeah, he's been around for a minute. So that whole, like, those girls doing what they did to their friend, that was based off of that creepypasta, which is Slender Man. Somebody else created, like, Slender Man. But I don't know what I would do to fight him or to...
Oh, shit, girl. You gotta stand back and throw a brick. Get a gun. That's what you need.
I need to know, like, what is he? It's like, but, like, what does he do? Like, how does he... I guess it's more of, like, maybe a telepathy type thing to where it's, like, he gets into your head rather than...
Pretty much because he ain't got no mouth.
Exactly. So it's
like... Because he get it out, punch him in it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, what would I do? Because it's like, can he like teleport to different places? Can you even physically touch him? Is he just like a figment of your imagination? He's like a blank canvas. It's like they
Pretty much.
give you this long, lanky dude in a suit, no face. It's
They're
like
like
you can
skaters.
just add things to him.
Right.
Just throw a feature, throw in an ability.
Maybe that's what he was created for. Maybe he was created for us to interpret him in
it's
any kind of way we
left
want.
left up to the viewer's interpretation to just kind of do whatever. I think that's why they added tentacles to his back, because it's like, well, he's just this tall dude, no face.
Right.
But there was always this picture that used to get to me. I hated this picture.
Don't call me weird, but I like that picture.
He's just like, it's
Looking
like
down at
it's
her.
strange because in one way he looks like protective over that little girl, but at the same time it's like, you know, that's not really his intention.
It's like, no, I mean, to me in that picture, he looks like, oh, I'm about to have the bitch do everything I want. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Let me tell you something. This girl,
Yes, I'm really intrigued by that. What is that?
I saw this on the TikTok, as you young people say. Apparently, this girl was taken from her village. And like the people, like they all gathered and they prayed for like a long time for her to come back.
How long ago was this? Apparently.
40 years.
Village? 40 years?
Which this was not here. I think this was somewhere in like Africa or like Zimbabwe or some shit.
Oh.
Okay. And like they prayed every year for her to return. And not too long ago, apparently this little bitch just walked right through the village and went straight to her home.
Just
Same age.
As it what?
Same height, same face.
As if nothing had occurred.
Allegedly.
Okay.
They say that she was taken by a mermaid.
Oh
Wow.
Whoa. I
What does
love
this
a good
mean?
I love a good mermaid tale. Goodness.
I do too a little bit, but it's something about them bitches that just
I already told
irks
you,
me.
like, ever since I saw 2003 Peter Pan and I saw how they looked, I was like, oh, they ugly.
Yeah, them bitches is
They ugly.
make me want to throw up.
And, like, no mermaid looks like Ariel or, you know, like, I'm trying to think of another pretty looking mermaid. I don't know.
Damn girl, that's all the mermaids, ain't it? Ain't it just Ariel?
Well, did you did you ever watch that Barbie movie,
Okay,
A
listen.
Mermaid's Tale?
No.
I love that movie.
Is it good?
It was one of the better Barbie movies.
Is it like live action?
No, it was animated.
Ooh, okay. I might be able to watch it.
No, that was one of my favorite Barbie movies because there's a lot of bad Barbie movies.
Oh, there's a lot.
Especially yes.
I thought there were only one.
No, there are so many Barbie movies that I used to watch when I was younger, and a lot of them are really bad. But that one was one of the good ones, and I actually really liked it. Yeah, but I was thinking about that as like another pretty mermaid. But the way they're really depicted, like they're ugly. They have like fangs and like webbed hands.
It looked like dead people just wet.
Yeah, they have like gray skin. Like,
yeah, like who does that? Deliberately? Like you're living?
They have like fangs and like black eyes, and their hair looks all gross.
Woo!
And like,
They probably got bald patches like me.
why they gotta have bald patches?
I just feel like with them like being in the water all the time,
Maybe
like
that's
they don't
not
have
good
inches
for
like
their-
us.
Yeah, maybe that's not good for their hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
You know
their
how
hair
dirty
is
the
just-
water
It's
is?
real stringy and greasy.
Ew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it looks
They look-
like.
I wrote about mermaids. Okay, listen. Almost anything that you can think of, I promise you, I have most likely written about.
Mermaids and like elves
Yep.
and warlocks.
Oh, wait,
And
hold on. Back
maybe-
up. You said warlocks?
Warlocks.
Define warlocks.
Aren't warlocks like those giant? Oh no, I'm thinking about not an ogre. There's the orcs. They're the giant dudes with the big teeth. You know, like the giant teeth that are like they have like two giant bottom teeth. Orcs. You ever heard of orcs?
Okay.
They look like giant
humans?
Goblins on steroids.
Oh.
That's the best way I can describe an orc.
Okay, I did not write about them, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Gosh.
What about oh, there's this giant I can't remember the name of it, but it's different animals morphed into one giant animal.
Okay.
It's a lion. It's like the head of a lion and like the body of like something. I can't remember what it's called. There's a name for it. It starts with a C. But it's like all these different animals.
Oh, not the Kraken. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. I was watching this one anime and it had that in it and I can't remember what it's called. It's like the head of a lion and the body of something else. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
Chimera? Is it Chimera? It's this thing.
I do believe so.
It's this thing. It's like a lion and like a snake.
Okay, yes. I have a character. His name is Jake. His power is he can transform into mythological creatures.
Yes.
You know, from technically just from the world in general. I mean, like from the beginning of time. So yeah, that's his power. And when he does do that, he inherits their other, abilities. So if he does transform into a dragon, he can breathe fire.
Oh, dragons are so cool. Yeah, dragons.
What else? What else did I write about? Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think of some more like mythical creatures. Well, what about like sprites or fays or fairies?
Okay, yeah, he transforms into those.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are cool.
Very rarely. I read about a lot of dark entities.
Like demons and
the shadow people. The Hat Man.
Oh man.
So I read about a wraith.
I've heard of that. What is a wraith?
Okay, so they're like these creatures, like they fly and they have like these sights.
Like a Grim Reaper.
Pretty much.
Did you write about the Grim Reaper? I don't know why I'm so interested in Grim Reapers.
Okay, I haven't, so cool. But I did write about the Ferryman.
Oh, you told me about the Ferryman. That's the dude that goes around. Doesn't he like? What does he do again? I kind of forgot.
So like when someone dies, like you have to put coins over their eyes, and the Ferryman comes by and he collects the coins to take them to the underworld.
That's cool. Cause that anime I told you about, Black Butler.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Which that was about
the
Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, Jack the Ripper was in it. Yeah, but there's also Grim Reapers in it, and I like the way that they depict the Grim Reapers because apparently the Grim Reapers used to be people, just regular everyday people, and they like unalive themselves, and their punishment was to become a Grim Reaper and take the souls of people that die.
Really?
That's how it is in that world.
Okay.
Yeah, like they were just regular people at one point, and they decided to and that was their punishment, was to become a Grim Reaper. And
that's a nice little twist.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Because I've never heard of that before.
I know, I thought that was really interesting. And when a person dies, there's something called a cinematic record, and it's basically like a movie strip that comes out of the person once they die, and they collect it with their death side, and it shows like an entire compilation of their whole life. Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that.
I love that anime. It's complicated though, because I have to say, watch the first season up until episode 15. Don't watch the second season because it's not canon to anything else that happens in the manga or anything like within the whole series.
We're just gonna skip the season.
Yeah, watch first season up to episode 15. You can watch the second season if you want to, just if you want to, but it has no correlation to anything else that happens. Then I would say watch. There's different books. There's Book of Circus, Book of Murder, and then Book of the Atlantic.
Oh.
And I don't remember which order those other ones go in, but yeah, just get season 2 entirely. It doesn't really.
Crunchyroll.
Yes, which I'm so upset they're going up on their freaking prices. Instead of $9.99, it's gonna be $11.99 now.
Not a whole $1.
I'm so mad.
Girl, that's $2. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Dang.
They're still going
Right.
up on
Money is money.
Money is still money.
I ain't paying for it. They still got the free version.
They still do the free. Yeah, the free version. Well,
all those commercials.
Yeah, I mean, you could do a free trial for like I think 14 days, but you can cancel it after. But all the seasons of Black Butler are on there, including the movie. There's 2 movies, and there's one that you can't find anywhere. That's Book of Murder. You cannot find that anywhere.
You want to bet? Oh, girl, I'll find that. I'm gonna
try.
I'm gonna have a good time researching that.
It's literally on no streaming services. It's not on any of the anime streaming services. You cannot find it anywhere. So anybody that does find it and they do a review on it on YouTube, I'm like, where did you find it? Because
is that what they told you, that you can't find it nowhere?
There's no traces of it.
Girl, I'm gonna text you tomorrow and let you know where it's at. I will.
That's the hardest one to find, but everything else is on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
But it's really interesting, like the whole demonic butler, and the kid makes a contract with them because he wants to get revenge on the people that like killed his family, and it's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
his name is Sebastian. The butler, the demon butler, Sebastian. Yeah, it's really cool.
I have a character name just
Sebastian.
Yep, he's a teleporter.
That's cool.
Yep, he's a teleporter. His little brother, which I think I told you about him before. His little brother, he can paralyze people with a punch.
Whoa.
Or even just a flick of the finger. Like, he literally flicks his brother in the head and paralyzes him for a little bit.
That's powerful.
Yeah, and then their sister, Shay, the Pulse.
The energy.
Pulse. Yep. Yeah. That's the Tarsi family.
I love that. I cannot wait to read your books. Oh my gosh.
Mafia.
But yeah, whenever you can, check out Black Butler. It takes place in like 1800, like London, Victorian.
Right, around that whole.
So it's cute because in the dub they all have British accents.
Really?
All of them.
We'll see.
And the dub is really good. The sub is good too, but the dub is so perfect because it's like, they have British accents.
Okay, well,
that was fun.
That was this fantasy episode of the fantasy. Yes. My gosh, I'm so mad, but it's okay though. I gotta pick up my crazy pills because I definitely need them. So we're gonna work on ourselves, okay, and then we're gonna come back next week a little bit better than ever.
Because you get nothing else from me today. Goodbye.